Haiti. In Haiti, there was a hurricane, a very strong hurricane in 2016 called Hurricane Matthew, and CWS rebuilt, houses, water system, and schools. 5 years later, in the same locality, in the same commune, there was an earthquake. So CWS went back to the same communities and reconnect with our old friends and partners, and the relationship we had built 5 years ago was still there, was vibrant, was healthy, and that enabled CWS to work with the communities to rebuild homes, water systems, work with trauma survivors, and work until today on the long-term recovery of those communities. So I think that example, taught me the importance of building healthy relations and how important it is to build respectful relations, with communities, because you never know when you are going to, be there again.
Hello, everybody. Hey, Chris.
Hi, Mary Catherine. How are you?
Good. It's been a great day. Such a great day. Today is our CWS Giving Day. Everybody, if you have been under a rock and haven't been on social media, you might not know it, but we have been on live on all of the CWS channels all day today celebrating CWS Giving Day. Really excited day. And our Giving Day this year is recognizing our 78 years of service. Our birthday is coming up just in a couple of days, and so we're commemorating that today. And the funds that we raise today are going to be supporting our emergency response fund. And so what a great way to start our live stream right now with that amazing video from Martine. As I'm thinking back to today and all the things that we've been hearing, it's a perfect example of what we keep hearing over and over about partnerships. And it was a great video. And to think that we're in Haiti, we're continuing to do this great work despite the chaos that is happening right now. It's really tremendous. What do you think about that video from Martine, Chris?
Yeah, it is inspiring. It's a common theme that we've heard throughout the day today, throughout the last couple of weeks, where we've had several Giving Day webinars where we've welcomed staff from our local offices, from our global locations, our supporters, and those who are doing the emergency response work across the country. In what Martine was speaking about, and in each of those sessions, that theme of partnership came up. Partnership with our communities, with our congregations, with our supporters, and being such a vast organization like we are in so many different places, partnerships are key. So Martine and the work that he is doing, that we are doing, that our donors are enabling us to do in Haiti and in Latin America and all around the world.
Yeah, and that partnership, it's really important for making sure that our programs, as we heard from Jeff on our last call, making sure our programs are culturally appropriate, that they have the buy-in from those communities, that we are really accompanying, that we are partnering and building resilience in the local community. And I think Haiti is an excellent example, and a couple of stories that I've heard in the past. One, as Martine said, there was a hurricane, earthquake. There are multiple hurricanes that hit Haiti over and over again. And one, not too long ago, there was a hurricane that came through, and the houses that we had helped rebuild in the previous hurricane were the shelters that everyone in the community went to during the next hurricane, because they knew they were built well and the community had such buy-in. They said, of course, come join. And the fact that many other organizations right now have had to pull out of Haiti because of the chaos in Port-au-Prince, and because we are a completely Haitian staff, that everyone on the ground in Haiti are Haitian, that they're able to stay and work and continue the great work. We've heard that from a lot of our folks as we've been talking about that.
Right. It really highlights our commitment to not just providing the aid, which is well and good, but to working alongside and truly rebuilding communities, and then that next step of helping them thrive and watching them thrive is a beautiful thing about CWS. So we're there at the time of emergency, at the time of disaster, and then because of that next level work that we're doing, we're able to see that community thrive and work directly with them. So something that's so unique to us at CWS.
Yeah, I'm thinking about this morning when Erin Lukenbill joined us to talk about the work in Tana River, Kenya. And she said, they were providing food in the immediate aftermath of the floods that had washed away everyone's homes, their gardens, their so much of their livelihoods. And we were there in that difficult moment providing food aid, material assistance. But then she said, we're going back and putting seeds into the ground so that there's that long-term recovery, so that they don't have to wait for another harvest, that they're able to make that long-term recovery. We heard that, gosh, a couple weeks ago when we had the live stream with Takeshi and Mary and Andrew, the whole, risk reduction before the disaster, immediate response during the disaster, and then as we're seeing in with the protracted war in Ukraine, kind of the long-term recovery that comes out of that disaster response. Really exciting to be a part of that.
Amazing. Just, focusing on that call, how you can have, how we had 3 people in completely different geographic regions of the world coming together and talking about that uniting principle. Again, that was inspiring to me.
Yeah, there've been a lot of, we're a big organization. We've been around for a long time. We're in almost 30 countries around the world, and we pride ourselves on working in partnership, local driven solutions. And so every solution might be a little different, but it's been really powerful to see that while the what we do is different, the why we do it and the how we do it, that there's like an undercurrent of a common value and a common commitment to innovation, to excellency, to accountability. Like those commonalities bubbled up, like you said, from people in all different countries and different programs.
Absolutely. And Mary Catherine, we've had the joy of being on these streams today and speaking to some of our leaders and some of our staff from all over. And I'm curious, was there any one moment that really stood out to you, something that inspired you, whether it was from today's streams or maybe anything we heard today from donors or anything like that? Just any reflection on the
I mean, there were a lot, and there were some really good ones. One that I think touched me in a unique way because I hadn't thought about the whole situation was Andrew from Moldova talking about the client that he has supported. So a mom and a kid that are a part of our programs in Moldova, and the child has a place to go to do schooling, and she's getting the support services and trauma counseling that she needs. And while I understood that, and I know those are really important programs, he shared that in Ukraine, men who are of fighting age can't leave. So she had to leave her husband behind. And with the way the war has progressed over these last 2 years, the land where they were living has now become Russian territory. That is, Russia has taken over that land, and it's now no longer Ukraine, but it's Russia. And so here he is, a former soldier living in enemy territory, afraid. Andrew said he had to bury any of his belongings that showed that he used to be in the army, had to bury it, and he's hiding. And I'm thinking about, like, as a mom and a wife, how distraught I would be on a daily basis. And to hear that she said CWS, you've brought me comfort in this really difficult time. You've given me an opportunity to talk to other moms, you, to share those. You've given me counseling. You've given my son counseling. That was really powerful for me to think about. And that was just one example of all the different lives that we're providing unique support for. That was really special to me. What about you? Was there something that stood out to you from the times that we've had today or in the past?
There was so much. I mean, hearing our CEO Rick Santos, his story and his journey, and what he faced being under the rubble in Haiti and finding his way back to CWS, hearing Olha's story and her journey, and the fact that she has, despite all of these challenges, hung on to hope and spoke out of everything that she can reflect on, the kindness that she was shown. And I think in the work that we're doing through dark times, that kindness really shines through. So there were a lot of moments, I think, throughout the day today, just with some of our CWS staff calling donors, thanking donors, and asking people to contribute. We've heard quite a few of our supporters thank us for giving them the opportunity to help. And to me, that is inspiring, and we're so proud to work alongside donors and supporters who are so motivated to do so much good in the world. So, that was a couple moments throughout the day today where we've had the opportunity to interact with people who support us and who shared how proud they were and who thanked us for giving them this opportunity to give philanthropically. That's always something that is inspiring to me.
Yeah, we had, me too. Olha said something like, all of you who've shown kindness, you are God at work on earth, is what she said. And I thought that was really beautiful, that all the people who donate and give and care and show kindness. And I saw that a lot with the live stream that Larry did on Monday. If anybody's out there, you can go back and look at the old ones. That was the supporter spotlight with our Crop Hunger Walk and other clergy that supported us. I'm just constantly amazed with our volunteers, how much it is who they are, that their values are just, it's almost like they're wearing t-shirts that say, I care, I'm compassionate, I believe, and just to know that they're finding such joy and purpose through their engagement with CWS. It's really great.
We had Laura, Larry, and Rob on those calls, and thank you to them for their continued support of our Crop Hunger Walks and of all of CWS, and a thank you to everybody who is involved with our Crop Hunger Walks nationally for going above and beyond and raising funds for us, and also raising awareness about our cause. I'm so grateful to those three individuals and to all of our Crop Hunger Walk supporters out there.
Yeah, and we have quite a few who are promoting Giving Day. So it's a very busy time for spring Crop Hunger Walks, and yet I'm still seeing Crop Hunger Walkers who are also, they're fundraising for their walk, but also setting up fundraisers for CWS Giving Day and donating to Giving Day. So that's really exciting to see that. Also don't want to forget, I was really impressed when we talked with Christine and Zach, and I know we're going to hear from Zach again a little bit later tonight, but the intersection, I see there's a question in there about, I saw it popping up a little bit earlier. There was a comment about disaster risk reduction in the United States. Like, how do we prepare people for disasters in the US? And I think that's something that's very unique about Church World Service, was that connection, the juxtaposition of our excellent history and ability to respond to disasters, coupled with our deep commitment and connection to refugee populations and newcomer populations in the United States, and that we have kind of connected those two to serve a real unmet need. If there is, we're doing a lot of preparedness information in languages of our newcomers. So, we have Afghans, Ukrainians, we've got people from Latin America who are brand new Americans that may not know what to do when there is a tornado or a hurricane. So we're helping to educate them and building those relationships. We have unaccompanied children who've come to the United States who don't have a guardian with them. And can you imagine when there's a disaster, being so afraid and not having your mom and dad? And we're able to take our children's services programs and marry them with our disaster response programs to make sure that no one is left behind. No one's still waiting for help. So I thought that was so to answer your question, John, yes. And that it's a really unique thing that Church Will Service provides that no other disaster response group is doing, making sure that those newcomers are included.
Absolutely. A lot of common themes emerged from today. We spoke about response and resilience. We spoke about, I think, empowerment and transformation, empowering our communities rather than just giving to them. We spoke a little bit about, Rick spoke a little bit about our rich history, our 78-year history. Somebody, noted that we were an old nonprofit organization, an old service organization. That is a good thing in many ways, but also I think at the forefront of innovation in a lot of different areas, including affordable housing within our own country, and then just the diversity of who we are with regard to the many programs that we operate across the world and within our own country. So a lot of different unifying themes, I think, have come up today and have come up over the last couple of weeks. And again, that just all made possible by the people who are giving throughout the day today, throughout the year. Just want to continue to thank all of our donors, all of our partners, our volunteers, and anybody who gives to CWS in any capacity at any time, not just today.
Yeah. And to say we see you, we see that you believe that everyone should have healthy food and clean water. You believe that everyone should have a safe place to call home. It's really wonderful to know that we get to do this work every day, but it's so wonderful to see we're a part of a movement, that there are so many of you out there that are giving of your time and your treasure. We have had over 182 people give just to Giving Day. So really excited to know that we are a movement, that we're making great progress together, our supporters and donors in our program.
And the night is still young, Mary Catherine.
Yeah.
We still have a couple of hours to go over.
It feels like it should be midnight because we've done so many live streams today.
Spoken to a lot of great people on these streams and via calls and emails and so on. But we are getting there. We still have work to do to get to our $100,000 goal for today.
Yeah, it looks like some people might have put some comments or questions in. Let me look. I saw something from Heather Wilson. So she says, how is it determined which disaster CWS responds to?
That's a great question for Zach, who's going to be up on our next call. Can we save that one for him? He's the resident expert, MC. What do you think?
I think it's great. Heather, you're going to have to tune in again at 8:00, and we'll have Zach answer that for you.
Stand by.
Okay, so she's going to throw in another one. Let's see what John says.
A note about our great donor, Laura, who kept saying we instead of me. And that really is a beautiful thing. Somebody who raises so much for us, who supports us in so many ways, and sees herself, as she should, as part of this CWS community, part of the answer to helping and working with so many around the world. That's a great note, John. Thank you for saying that. That is inspiring to us too.
Yeah. Oh, and there's a nice note from Heather. She says, giving her donation to CWS gives her the ability to help not just her neighbors near me, but my neighbors across the world. That's so true. We heard that from Jeff and from Rick when they were talking about what makes CWS unique, is that we aren't just a US-based agency or a global agency, but really, no matter what you care about, you can find a place at CWS. If you want to help out close to home or people far away, you can do that with CWS. We're there. We're there for you.
It is a unique and special part of who we are, for sure. Well, Mary Catherine, I think we should move forward. We have 2 live streams left today, and we're getting through this day. We are not at our goal yet. We still need your support to reach our $100,000 goal. I want to thank you all for tuning in now and throughout the day today. And I want to remind you all once again that your giving today supports our emergency response fund. And this fund supports our neighbors globally and within the United States. It provides food, shelter, and critical care for those facing a crisis. Today, we're also celebrating 78 years of CWS. We are, yes, an old organization, but we are also on the forefront of innovation and standing alongside our communities. And we celebrate with you. You are CWS. Our supporters, our volunteers, those who are giving today, those who have support any of our emergency response efforts, individuals who give to our annual or our ongoing Best Gift catalog, Crop Hunger Walk supporters. You are all CWS. We're celebrating with you today, and we're so grateful to you all. So happy birthday to you all as well, and we're so proud to celebrate with you.
Let's how about can we spotlight one of our donors? You said one of us, our CWS family. I wanted to spotlight Alexandra. I forget Alexandra's last name. Sorry, let me grab that up. Alexandra
Loganov. Yep.
Loganov. Yeah, thank you. So you talked about all the different ways people engage. So Alexandra is works really closely helping to welcome refugees into the United States. And she says, I am proud to donate to CWS, especially like to contribute to their work supporting refugees of all walks of life. This population has already been through so much and deserve a great welcome as we can give them. We should work collaboratively and do whatever we can to counteract negative political climate against refugees. And that's what Alexandra is doing. That's what many of you are doing who are on the call. When you donate, that's what you're doing. And so we are so grateful that as of right before this live stream, we were up to about 63,000. Oh, no, I think we're more than that. Let me see what we are. Let me check. We have raised a lot today, $64,506. Still got a ways to go to hit our 100,000, but we've got the rest of the night. So we need all of you to go to our Giving Day website and donate. We also, I'm really excited. We have 10 people who've signed up to be sustaining partners who said, not only am I going to give today, but I'm going to build compassion into my budget. And every month I'm going to give to CWS. So really excited for them. We have a special $5,000 match for all of our folks who sign up to be a monthly partner. So if you're listening to this or you've listened to it, other of our live streams, please consider a gift every month. And that way, every morning when you wake up and every morning when you go to bed,
In a little bit.
The effects of the changing climate are all around us. Violent storms and disasters threaten the livelihoods of more communities than ever before, leaving unprecedented destruction in their wake. How does CWS respond to disasters? Even before disaster strikes, CWS prepares communities for what's to come. Through education and engagement with local organizations, we help vulnerable communities understand the risks of disasters and how they can prepare for them. In an instant, families can lose everything. Disasters can severely damage or completely destroy homes and livelihoods. In the days immediately following a catastrophic disaster, CWS provides emergency cleanup buckets to help impacted people begin to clear up what was left behind. CWS kits provide individuals with peace of mind by supplying basic necessities like toothbrushes, soap, and towels. When everything else has been lost, these small things are priceless. Unfortunately, our immigrant and refugee neighbors often have trouble accessing the resources and services they need to recover. Members of these communities may be hesitant or unable to seek the support they need due to language barriers, aid requirements, or even a fear of deportation. Throughout the entire disaster response cycle, CWS ensures that our newest neighbors are not left behind. CWS works with trusted community-based organizations to bridge the gap and provide the support these families need. The road to recovery is often long and challenging. That's why after attention fades, CWS works to ensure that affected communities continue to receive the help they need by providing support to community-led long-term recovery groups. The devastating disaster cycle can be isolating to families and communities. By standing with CWS, you can remind our neighbors that from response to recovery to long-term recovery, they are never alone.